Welcome back to the Dying Light Any% speedrunning guide. In this part we'll cover the third main mission called Airdrop. From last video we left from save warping back to Mother's Day from Stuffed Turtle. So we're still on Nightmare mode, which means we can use menu during unskippable calls and cutscenes, and we can learn bunch of skills right now, and also we will craft grenades from the parts we found in previous sections. So let's press continue and boot into the game. When warping to Mother's Day, unfortunately there is no usable black screen movements available for you, at least on keyboard. When using keyboard, you essentially can move only in 8 directions, which is forward, right and back, and you get the idea, rest of them. On controller though, by using left analog stick, you can move in every direction you can. And what's most important, you can also use a right analog stick to turn your camera during loading. In this guide I won't cover it because there's basically just a couple of places where it can be somehow usable, but it's more or less precise. It requires controller, and basically if you mess it up you will put yourself into a bad spot, which will eventually lose time for you. So in this guide we won't show you how to do a controller boxing movements. If you like to, you can practice this one, and I will tell you when there is an unavailable boxing movement on keyboard, but you can practice it on controller if you want. So after pressing spacebar, I will start holding WA and sprint, and will turn my camera to the left to get into the doorway. No loading movement at all. Mess it up slightly, drink a potion because we ran out of it, and grab all this roof. This will start an unskippable call, which is pretty long, so we have plenty of time to do everything we need in menus, which means level up all the required skills, select Stuffed Turtle quest once again, manage our inventory if we have to, and all that stuff. Basically, you're more or less tight on timing here, so we have to be pretty much fast. I want to show you the end of dialogue, and because of that, I'll just level up everything quickly without explaining. I'll show you when you have to drink a speed potion, what is the last line of this unskippable call, and then I will run through all of the skills I've learned and explain why do we need it. So let's go.
Ici Crane.
Au rapport.
Le boss de la tour s'appelle Bracken. Ce n'est pas votre homme. L'autre suspect probable est un seigneur de guerre, un gars du coin. Son nom est Rice. Il stocke de l'antisine et raquette ensuite à mort tous ceux qui veulent lui en acheter. Je vais en mission pour récupérer de l'antisine d'un parachutage. Si ça marche pas, ils devront trouver autre chose.
Bien reçu. Beau travail, Crane. Continuez comme ça et laissez-nous le temps de planifier.
And
Appelez-nous
this is the last line. You have to drink potion now. I won't drink it just to not waste potion duration. So basically this segment should look like this roughly. What I've done so far in this section. I've learned, on top of the 8 already learned skills, I've learned those ones and these 3. So whatever this skill do. First of all, I haven't explained discount skills. Basically, those 3 skills gives you discount during trading and better prices when you buy back and sell items. Elemental throwing stars, completely unusable skill, however it's a requirement for next 2 skills. So next skills is DIY grenades, which is first of all requirement for the next skill, and secondly a requirement for a blueprint for do-it-yourself grenade, which was the big deal for us with all those ingredient search. Last skill in this tree is trap bombs. We will have to craft toxic trap bomb in order to perform the last skip in the game. So this is a requirement. Crafting expertise, basically we don't need this skill, but technically we want to have it. It will give us slightly more items. However, we can do just fine with 2 grenades instead of 3. But anyway, it's a requirement for every skill in this tree, so we have to learn it anyway. Lucky repair is not necessary for us. It's just a requirement for nimble hands. Nimble hands, which allows us to search dead bodies much faster. We will search a couple of bodies in the run, so doing it faster is obviously what we want in a speedrun. Electric fences can be used sometimes, but not strictly necessary. What we want to use is exploding cars, which will allow us to use exploding car traps. Why do we need it? In one place, it will allow us to, I don't know, trick bombers into a glitch where they explode themselves without shooting or approaching them. And also, exploding car trap allows you to farm agility XP. When you activate the trap and somebody dies to it, you will get 50 agility experience, 100 at night. So it's a good skill to have, and it has a lot of usage. Shield mastery is used to get a shield. Shield is required for shield flying glitch. In agility tree we learn dodge skill, which is good in its own, and also it's a requirement for next skills which we will learn later on. We will learn vault skill to jump over zombies. It's not strictly necessary, but it will make our lives easier. And later on we will learn Firanian Adept. It's not a requirement though to have the skill to learn Firanian Adept. However, generally dodging is good. We will use it in a couple of places where we cannot run, and it's a requirement for Vault. In Legend 3 we learned Unarmed skill, which gives us a lot of fist damage. We learned Firearms skill. Also, there is a bug, sometimes you cannot click on this part of skill. Usually you can, but sometimes you can, you just have to click on icons. Firearms, obviously, we just bought a lot of guns, we want to use them and we want them to deal damage. Health to be more tanky and stamina to punch more without getting tired. Then I pressed Q to switch to blueprints. Also, you can switch trees by pressing F6 and F7. You can do it just fine, but I personally find it more easier for me to press QE fast enough to quit to previous menu and then to select something else. You can alternatively you can press escape as well. It's just slightly easier for my left hand movement to press QE instead of escape. So that's about skills. In blueprints I pressed F once again to filter out available blueprints. I had a DIY grenade. Be sure to craft exactly DIY grenade, not a toxic grenade, which you might be able to craft. It uses almost the same ingredients, just instead of household supplies it uses toxic lichen. Don't craft toxic grenades, you'll waste your resources and you'll get this trash grenade which deals like, I don't know, 20 damage. It's completely unusable grenade. Craft DIY one. Then pressing Q once again, I have time to manage my inventory. Usually if you dupe firecrackers you'll have 8000 here and 7 here in this slot. I messed up my shopping, so I have small stacks by 99 firecrackers. Usually you don't have them. So I have to replace or drop 7 firecrackers from here and put my 3 DIY grenades in my last slot, or whatever slot you want. If you don't go for duping firecrackers, you won't have 7 firecrackers here, you will have UV flashlight instead. So replace UV flashlight with your crafted grenades, if you have. If you don't have crafted grenades, just free one slot, because it will save you time menuing later on. Then pressing Q once again, selecting Stuffed Turtle. Pressing Escape, watch for the last line, then I want to drink Speed Potion and quit out immediately. Be sure to not select anything else from Speed Potion because we will try to drink it during the black screen. So drink Speed Potion and quit out. Once again, don't press continue immediately, press play campaign, F, play and switch to story mode. Now, since we switched difficulty once again, we still have active Nightmare speed buff. Now we can get story mode speed buff. Unfortunately, Nightmare buff is short, but even a short boost is still a boost, so we use whatever we can. In this breaking moment, hold W, Shift and middle mouse button or whatever equipment hotkey you have to drink a potion. After pressing spacebar, release equipment button and start mashing space. Also, you might want to switch quickly to grappling hook and grapple this sign. Run forward, you have double boosted. Crane, grapple this roof and interact with this crate, skip cutscene as well. This black screen is tricky. For a newcomer, I would recommend you to just wait it out, because it's kinda tricky to make a slight turn to the left, run forward, jump and grapple this thing all during the black screen. So you might want to just wait it. Then continue route. It was a bad grappling hook. I want to grapple like this. There is a card trap. I want to activate it to bait some zombies. Grapple this thing again. Now the route deviates a little, depending on your luck with crafting grenades or your route in general, if you're going for crafting grenades or not. If you have crafted grenades, you can skip this area entirely by touching the trigger slightly outside this fence, or you can just go inside and jump out of this hole. Or if you got unlucky, let's pretend we got unlucky and also pretend that you are using optimal shopping route, which means you don't have any weapons. Grapple ground here, run past all of those bandits and just open door. Pray to not get hit like me and try to pick up grenades. I got extremely unlucky, I want to push them away and pick up. Usually you need only 2 grenades. Well, not usually, for the run you need only 2 grenades to perform 2 death warps. However, it's a good thought to pick a third one just for safety reason, in case you somehow messed up with grenade throw and you end up wasting it. So pick grenades, grapple this pole, grapple this thing, I can drink a potion now, grapple this roof, and grapple ground here. Wait a little bit, because I don't want to send grappling hook to cooldown. Grapple this roof, pick up a flag, and make your way towards this place. Why I'm grappling ground right beneath me? I'm doing this just to cancel fall damage, and most importantly, I've grappled before falling on the wooden ceiling. When I fall on wooden roof, it usually breaks and makes a loud noise, which means, by the rules of this game, loud noise will spawn virals, which will hunt you. In this particular section, you don't want to have any extra zombie because you have to clear area, and AoE of this area for clearing is kinda scuffed. You might get accidentally one zombie getting stuck out in the middle of nowhere, and it will prevent you from proceeding in your quest. So because of that, I want to be quiet, punch or shoot those zombies, and mash F to interact with this thing. Luckily, I haven't had any stuck zombies, so I could interact with it just fine. Interacting with this crate launches another skippable cutscene, which means we can make another blocking movement. This one is kinda tricky, so if you're a newcomer, you might just wait it out, this one as well. If you want to try this blocking movement, you want to turn almost something like 19 degrees to the left and jump over the fence. I've messed it up completely. I wanted to jump on this fence, but well, that just happened. So now we have also two routes. One of it is safe one, other one is less safe. Let's try. I think I can try doing it both by quitting out without reaching tower. So let's try first the safe one and then the faster but less. Well, it's not exactly unsafe in terms of having a chance to get killed yourself, but in terms of more difficult execution. So let's go with this simple route, which means just follow this route. There is another card trap, might activate it to have a chance to get some extra XP, which I think I got. Grapple those roofs, and here we are near the tower. I will quit out just to try to show another potential route. I think it should put me back to the crate. Yeah, it did. Unfortunately, when you quit out here, your pursuit will not reset. So you want to grapple this roof. Obviously, you want to skip animation, but my execution was a little bit choppy. Grapple the boss, drink potions. There is also another card trap activated to have a chance to get XP. Jump down, grapple those stairs, grapple the wall, and get inside the tower. If you haven't messed anything up, this route should be slightly faster. Also, you might want to check Quartermaster now. I would not advise in doing it because Quartermaster refreshes every day, and in terms of gain time, everything is pretty much scripted, and the day haven't yet passed. So if he hadn't had a plastic before, you will now have the same RNG roll, so you won't have it now as well. It will be a waste of time to visit him right now. Enter the elevator, and basically it will be almost the end of the airdrop quest. Now we'll have a perfect opportunity to visit shop again if you want. If you don't want, you can just turn left. Let's say I want to find a semi-automatic shotgun. I can see it, I buy it. Also, let's say I'm scared that I will run out of ammo. Let's buy SMG ammo, rifle ammo, and shotgun ammo. Still don't have any plastic, unfortunately. Turn around, go to this door, interact with it, it will launch another skippable cutscene. After this cutscene, pay attention to bottom right corner. When I will see the checkpoint indicator, I can switch quest to Holy Year Tunnel and quit out. Here's the checkpoint indicator, change to Holy Year Tunnel and quit out. So this is basically it for the third quest in the game, Airdrop. Next quest will be Pact with Rise, which is a huge quest. So I will see you in the next video.